Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest 6, the Spinal Frontier. And in the last episode, we just got beaten at the video game Stooge Fighter 3. This guy looks vaguely familiar.
He's too far away or doesn't care.
Hey!
More NPCs to get caught on.
He's too far.
The whole advantage of the SCI point-and-click system is that you're never too far away from anything.
Say, you look familiar. Didn't I kick your butt in a huge robot once?
Oh yeah, that. I hope to forget that. It was the beginning of my undoing. I was a laughingstock around the company in the final days of Scumsoft. Oh well, if that hadn't gotten me, some of my other creative management techniques would have. In looking at the big picture, I suppose that arrangement left me with all my physical assets intact. Not a single other thing, unfortunately. I'm humiliated to admit that I have, on rare occasion, resorted to selling cheat sheets for arcade games. I've got to maintain a fairly, modest profile, I guess you could say. Time heals wounds and all that. Plus, maybe I can avoid a premature termination.
Wow. That's all very interesting. And very boring, if you don't mind my saying. What I want to know is, can you sell me a cheat sheet for Stooge Fighter 3?
Well, I think I may be able to facilitate that. I may have one in stock. Okay, here's what I need from you. A nice new bottle of Cold Sordian brandy. If you can deliver that, I think we can call it a deal. I'll be waiting to take delivery from you so that we can put a bow on this deal. Catch you later.
This is the interior of Bootlicker. In keeping with most of the rest of the area, there is absolutely no frills in the decor. This little flesh wad looks familiar. You wonder what he's doing here. Must have been a victim of the telecommunications wars.
There is a reason I'm doing this 5 or 6 times. There we go.
That's
Hi there.
Howdy there, partner. The name's Paul Conshohocker. Yeah, that's my name. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment here. Now, anything I can sell you, why, you just let me know. But if you steal anything, I'll be forced to kind of kill you. Welcome.
That, sounds fair.
I'm pretty sure he's not kidding. So Elmo wanted Cold Sordian brandy. Does he have Cold Sordian brandy?
Pa keeps some of the more expensive stuff back here, like Jurassic Dark, Raymond E. Feisterbrow, and Samuel Douglas Adams.
References to several beers and several well-known sci-fi authors.
The imported stuff, like Sap Purnell and Major Kieran, is too syrupy for your tastes.
Don't know Sapper now. Major Kieran might be a reference
There's no
to
slowing down
Major
with a
Kieran.
Silverberg bullet tonight. This is the interior of This is the interior. These cans of Heinleinekens have been sitting here since Lazarus. Heinleinekens, the strange beer in a strange can.
Stranger in a Strange Land is the book there. Started reading that one.
It's Ursula K. Le Guinness Stout, a perennially popular refreshment and winner of last year's Nebu Ale Award. Ooh, you've got a good eye. This stuff is excellent. It's called Something Wicked Ale from Ray's Brad Brewery.
Ray Bradbury, I believe.
These appear to be bottles of Alan Dean Foster's draft.
Wrote Fahrenheit 451, among others. Could be wrong there.
These appear to be bottles of Alan Dean Foster's draft ale, but it's hard to tell because the labels are so faint. They must have been printed in draft mode. It's just some green stuff.
And that's a reference to the Star Trek Next Generation episode, Relics, where Scotty came in and he and Data could identify a particular flavor of alcohol that was green.
So, Pa, what's the stuff behind you?
Oh, that, eh? Why, that there's the good stuff, Sonny. I got some real fine stuff back here. Oh, yeah, I do. That's cold Saurian brandy. That's what that is. Best available in these parts here. Now, it's way out of your price range, I'm sure. It goes for 20 buckazoids per.
And I think that scene in Next Generation was a reference to a scene in the original Star Trek original series, where Scotty drinks a Klingon under the table, and their last bottle of booze is something green.
I'd like a bottle of your cold Saurian brandy, please.
Well, so you're interested in the good stuff, eh? I'll just take that 20. Thank you. I haven't sold much of this stuff lately, except for some sorry-looking little pud. Oh, hey, that reminds me. He still owes me some money. Oh, I can't believe I fell for that scam. Oh, well, enjoy, sucker.
Despite the enticing... Don't touch... Roger.
Yes! I mean, Mr. Wilco, I'm most pleased you've chosen to do business with us. You're just in time, too. I have another party on his way interested in the same item.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
well, his loss. Well, I'll take that off your hands. Now, per our agreement, here's your cheat sheet. I'm certain you'll find the game much more interesting now. Also, you look like you could use this fish. Enjoy, Mr. Wilco. I have a real important business in another part of town. Be seeing ya. Oh, by the way, I'd appreciate if you'd not mention our meeting to anyone. Some of those purple-skulled old stockholders really hold a grudge, okay? Bye-bye.
You heard that disconnection and reconnection noise. That was my USB chain suddenly unplugging and replugging itself. No idea why.
The Cyclops Club doesn't appear to be doing business. Rats, the cinema...
Okay, this time we have Mary Ann versus Ginger. It's a different movie each time we come in here. I think last time I said Space Quest 7, the musical. But Mary Ann and Ginger were characters on Gilligan's Island, a contemporary of Star Trek, the original series, but definitely a different genre. Okay, so we have a cheat sheet for a game.
It's the Stooge Fighter 3 cheat sheet you got from Elmo.
To guarantee a win, the cheat sheet says, when at the choice screen, press the machine's letter buttons in the following order: A, B, B, A, C, A, C, A. Then, be aggressive and attack as much as possible using your new secret weapon.
Hi, Mr. Jerkwad. How about another game of Stooge Fighter? I'm feeling a little luckier this time.
You know, kid, I'd really like to, but I need a little more of a challenge. Take a long walk off a short asteroid, okay?
What's the matter? Afraid a measly little pencil-necked low-life janitor and general waste of human life is going to embarrass you in front of your friends?
Well said.
Hold on there, you little puke! I'm not afraid of some puny little zit on the butt of the universe!
Jerkwad is a scaredy cat. Jerkwad is a scaredy cat.
Alright, you little wad of spit, let's play. I'll waste you. Tell you what, let's make it interesting. If you win, I'll give you 300 buckazoids. However, if I win, you're mine to do with as I see fit. A deal? Oh, this is gonna be fun! Oh, you're a bit puny, but I'm sure I'll be able to get a few buckazoids for you over at the slave colony.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you quite right. Did you say slave colony?
Too late to back out, Borg breath.
I knew that.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, when my synthesizer USB stack detached, ScumVM lost access to my MIDI port, which caused the synthesizer to hang.
Oh, this
I'm sorry, I don't think
too late.
I knew.
Alright. Annoying, but true here. Alright. A, B, B, A, C, A, C, A. And we have a little red button pop out. And it doesn't really matter which fighter we choose again. We get the same unskippable instruction screen here. And again, watch this little ashtray here, the little green thing that pops out and smokes.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And in about 3 hits, we take him out.
Blairman wins.
In case it's not obvious, these are the Three Stooges from the movies of the 1930s.
Big Mo wins. Rumble. Larman wins the match. You avoided him.
How lucky can a guy get? That was pure luck. Gee!
Where's my money?
Here. Now, if I were you, I'd make myself scarce, you little lump of phlegm. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my temper, and all that's gonna be left of you is teeth and toenails.
Pleasure doing business with you too, sir. Alright, I don't think we can go back in the bar.
Hold it right there, pal. You don't want to go in there. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight. But then, neither are you. Nonetheless, it's bad news in there, and I can't let you enter. So hit the pavement.
The flaming barrels remind you of the good old days, kicking back in the sandy outback of Corona, roasting grell burgers over a lit rocket nozzle. Life was so simple then, but then so are you. Apparently, some things don't change.
Alright, and the whole reason we did all this nonsense was to get a room at the Doobie Inn. We haven't seen his implants and stuff here, and it will give us some information for later.
Yikes! Can it be? Why, yes it is. It's Fester Blatz, former owner and proprietor of Fester's World o' Wonders, a cheesy little tourist trap on the desert planetoid of Fleabot. The t-shirt looks, and unfortunately smells, like the same one he wore on Fleabot. He has the expression of someone enjoying a permanent wedgie. He has aged somewhat. Looks like he's grown a few more neck rings. These last few years have been rough on him. From what you remember of him, he used to be kind of an aqua blue. Now he looks like a used lug liner, or the color of a Varillian miner's loogie.
Yeah, I got him in a few months ago, fresh from the harvesting facility. Genuine dumb brand cranial stocks. Perfect for when just one or two accidental nicks from those amateur scalpels can render your home-built being useless as lips on a... Oh, never mind. Just rip out that old stock and slam in one of these little beauties, and your home-built being will be carrying out your bidding in no time. Guaranteed. Brain-dead products have been a staple of the home-built being hobbyist for decades now. They make a fine line of adapter plugs which allow for cross-species component swapping. Means you'll be able to pick up parts anywhere other beings exist. Nice deal, huh? They also make a pretty fine moddy. Get tired of what kind of mood your droid, or spouse for that matter, is in? Why, you just slap in one of those babies and bingo! You can modify them into a whole new attitude. Find a wife type who won't pay some big buckazoids for that. Too bad the sale of them is illegal. About all I do is trade for them. It's one of them loopholes, guess you could say. Kinda developed a hobby of collecting the suckers.
Moddies.
This one's labeled fresh. By the looks of things around here, fresh is a very relative term. You display your standard. What can be said? It looks a lot more detailed than it did in Space Quest 4, that's for sure. What's special about this Abby Normal guy? Good night, Mr. Feldman, wherever you are.
That's, a reference to Young Frankenstein, an old Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah, this is the only place on the planet to get a good lobe piercing, I tell ya. And even though we don't have to, we do use only Lorshan quality body part piercing products. Less chance of pus buildup and drainage that way. That stuff tends to dull the erythrium coating on the hardware.
An empty tank of gen blood sits in the dust. A generic synthetic blood which was originally designed for use as a temporary blood substitute in the event of traumatic loss. It has become a favorite in the You Build a Beast Brotherhood.
Them syringes you can use with lidocaine if you got some. Sometimes you gotta give old Butch a jump start right at first.
Now you know what happened to the infamous R2 line of droids. They've been reduced to carrying out the most trivial of tasks. Fester's using one for a gen blood blender. How sad. The R2 line of droids seemed like the hottest thing going in their day. Then they found that one little flaw in the programming. Unfortunately, the princess's personal life will never be quite the same. Wow, an Apple II Plus running biorhythms. You thought IBM had rounded all those up and landfilled them decades ago, back when Apple started the push to open home computing to the public, making it fun and accessible.
Yeah, sometimes when you do a lot of cranial work, you gotta replace the fluid so the old brain isn't just bouncing around in there like a BB. But then you're probably already used to that.
The drawers seem to be crammed with Modi's plug-in modification implants and the various adapters necessary to make them work universally. Fester has quite a collection of these, which is surprising. The sale of those things was banned years ago.
Howdy, stranger. The name's Blatz, Fester Blatz. Welcome to Implants and Stuff. Go ahead, have a look around at some of the most interesting replacement body components this lovely planetoid has to offer.
Oh, a nice fresh sales pitch.
He is a sales being, so that's to be expected, Roger.
Go ahead and look around, partner. Go ahead and look around.
Yep, alright. We don't actually need anything from here just yet. We'll be coming back at some point in the future with a side quest that we need to do that.
Okay, son, you just scribble your old Bill Shatner on the register screen and I'll get your key card. It's as fine a room as you'll find on this orb.
You have a brief moment of what you think is cleverness. You decide to wittily sign the name Franzel Niekberm.
Okay, here's your key card. Don't lose it. Room 1220J. Up the elevator. Franzel Niekberm. If I had a buckazoid for every time I'd seen that name, I'd be sitting pretty. I could afford one of those fancy fur-lined donut thingies that... But, what was I saying? Anyway, enjoy your stay. If you need anything, don't hesitate to tell someone.
Gee, thanks. Say, could you tell me where...
I'm a real busy guy, son. You got any questions, why don't you just go find the Chamber of Commerce and talk to them. I'm sure they'll be glad to help you out. Be seeing ya.
What a pleasant individual. Let's go upstairs. Or up the elevator in case we don't see any stairs here. Robot cat zapping mice. And we have a key card here.
It's the hotel's not-so-elegant upstairs hallway. A sign in the hazy distance indicates the presence of some huge conglomerate.
I think Tyrell Corporation is a reference to some sci-fi movie that I'm not familiar with.
Can't read that one, but it does look like something you once read in a fortune cookie. Just as you're about to insert the key card so you can go inside and check out your new digs, you notice those two goony-looking dudes from the lobby walking in your direction at a rather deliberate pace. Perhaps they're going to welcome you to the place or show you where the ice machine is.
Does that ever happen in a game like this?
Hey there, pal. Got a second? Me and my friend here was wondering something.
Fire away. What did you want to know?
Well, we was wondering if you'd have any objection to us pounding you senseless. Grab 'em and let's get moving. I gotta report in soon. You puny little scumbag. I can't believe anyone would want you. One thing's for sure. You sure ain't gonna be seeing your home son ever again. Hey, Nigel, let's get back to it, huh? We got things to do and places to go. Now, just sit there and Be still and be quiet, little man. I've got some things to finish before I finish you.
Nigel and Stringent. Stringent. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up here as we try to figure out how to get out of the situation. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more Let's Play Space Quest 6.